I know. But that's not good. All right, can you hear me now? It looks like there's something picking up, but it's not. For the love of God, please work. Yes? Yes? I mean, something's registering now. I don't know what I clicked. Oh my God, I didn't even do anything. I literally did nothing. I did nothing. I clicked into something and clicked out of it and changed nothing. This is I hate, oh God, I hate sound so much. I can do video all day long, but freaking sound, no, 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 no. It takes a certain kind of someone. Okay, good. We have audio. I'm finally not talking to myself, which, when I'm alone is totally fine, but in front of people it's just awkward. So you guys didn't get any of what I was saying. Wonderful. Well, I solved the mysteries of the universe. I finally gave the answer to life as we know it, and you all missed it because of technical difficulties, so you're just gonna have to accept it. Um, thank you guys. Oh my goodness. God, what a wonderfully terrible world. You were abiding. Nice, nice. All right. Well, hopefully you guys are doing okay. Everything is going well. Um, there's been a hot patch, a fix, an update for Tarkov. Supposedly we have updates to stamina. We have updates to audio. Um, which please God, let that audio work. Of course it's 42. Anyone that's read Hitchhiker's Guide would know. But there's a little elaboration on that. No, I can't believe I was talking that. I feel salty. So just getting a few updates and some uh wee little things here and there since it's been a little bit since I've streamed. For those of you that are curious, I was banned December 25th. That is Christmas Day on Twitch. I am still currently banned. Unfortunately, we live in a society where you are guilty until proven innocent. So because the person sending me death threats and saying very horrific things filed a false report, they banned me based on that. Everything I was doing was well within TOS guidelines. It was not a hot tub stream. I was streaming SnowRunner. So for any of you who have never played SnowRunner before, it's like operating big semis and trucks and completing missions in mud and crappy weather, snow, ice. Not really anything sexy or provocative about that. I I'm frustrated right now because I have been running in circles. So when you are locked out of your account and you have to go through the appeals portal, you can only submit one. You can't add police reports. You can't add documented evidence. The person that has been sending you death threats, that's been harassing you, came to you and was bragging about how they personally attacked you, about how they are happy that they were able to get you banned. And that's the thing that kind of bothers me, because in the real world, if someone files a false report, like if someone says this person did this and they didn't, there are consequences and repercussions for doing that. Unfortunately, that's not the case with Twitch, and it's unfortunate because it's detrimental to a lot of streamers, a lot of individuals that are being targeted, whether it be based on their gender, whether it be based on their race, their sexual orientation. It's really they're putting people in a loophole of being targeted, being banned, and being pushed off the platform simply because people knowingly file false reports. They don't face any repercussions for it, and it's allowing hate groups to thrive on the platform. I'm very thankful that YouTube at least is like, oh, okay, she's a chick, she streams, she plays games, she's wearing a tank top that you can get from Target, so there's nothing wrong with that. And go, okay, well, she's within our guidelines of appropriate attire. I mean, wearing a pair of like black sweatpants and a tank top really shouldn't be like, oh, what a, can't say it on on YouTube, but yeah. Unfortunately, the only thing I can do, and this is where it gets a little screwy, you guys. In a system where this happens, you would think that okay, there's several things in place, but it's like being passed around in a call center circle. Like, oh, well, you have to talk to this department. Oh, you have to talk to this department. When you are banned from the platform wrongfully and you have evidence that you've been targeted by someone that's sent you death threats, by someone that has been harassing you, by someone that's been bragging about getting you banned, about how they target certain genders, certain sexual orientations, and other groups online, and they post on their social media pages that, oh, I've got another one, stuff like that, and they're harassing you and stuff. When you have evidence of this, the only thing you can do is submit it with a police report to an address. They don't tell you what to submit. They don't tell you like who to address it to. They don't tell you any of the intricacies with that. The only other thing you have is what's called OSIT, which OSIT will send you a generic email back, and it says, oh, if this does not meet the following criteria, then you have to report this person. When you're banned, you can't report that person because you can't log into your account. You can only go to the appeals portal. What's the other thing you could do? You could go to Twitch's, oh, what is it called? The uh where you submit your feedback and stuff, the user voice, that's what it is. You can go to user voice. The only thing is, in order to just go, hey, how do we like implement a better system? How do we allow people that have been targeted to have these, ticks or marks or things that have these tallies against their account? How do we allow them to get that removed or taken off, so it's even if they're targeted again, it doesn't result in this kind of thing. But you can't post there when you're banned. I can't even access some of the whispers where I can't even access some of the whispers that I would need to now. I don't want to say thankfully, but thankfully he sent me death threats on a multitude of my social media platforms and bragged about the things that he did. However, if I wanted to add extra evidence to my police report, when I'm locked out, the person that is wrongfully and knowingly filed a false report against me, they don't get the full extent of justice, because when I'm locked out of those whispers and I no longer have access to that, that's something that's missing from a police report. That means that I'm silenced as a victim. And I don't want to be like, oh, I'm a victim, blah, 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 like that. Like, I just mean, like, if you're going to dot your T's and or dot your I's and cross your T's, you want to have everything there. And when someone is truly saying, like, if you do this, I'm going to like come to your house, I'm going to cut your head off, and but as ludicrous as that may sound, people these days are a little bit unhinged, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to go, hey, obviously this is a very serious threat. This is something I don't tolerate. This is something I want to report. What if this person goes on to commit atrocious acts against someone else? It's not so much a selfish thing, but like, how do I keep the community safe? I can't even do that because you can't even submit your feedback in user voice because you're completely locked out. So that means that I have had absolutely no way to talk to anyone and go, hey, this person has been harassing me. They filed a fake report. Nothing went against the guidelines. Like, I was wearing sweatpants and a tank top, nothing that was see-through, nothing you could see, like wearing a brassiere like a normal human being, nothing was flopping out or poking out or anything, just having a good old time playing some SnowRunner. And it's just like, I hate to harp on it, but you guys, like, going back through and I'm like looking at the system and looking at the system and trying to see what I can do, they really block you out of everything. And I just wish that, like, there's how do I put this, they have like a safety advisory council, and I really wish the people that were on the safety advisory council would kind of listen to those that have been targeted and see what's going on, and the barriers that prevent them from ever like being heard or getting justice or being allowed back on the platform after they had false reports, because this is something that's happening more frequently. You're seeing more and more hate groups migrate over to Twitch, and they're going, oh, all we have to do is file a fake report and then the streamer gets banned. And if we do it enough and if we do it consistently, that person will be permanently banned, and then we can create Twitch to be our little utopia as they see it, which is really scary. It's very unjust for a lot of people on the platform to be targeted like that, and then not to get the justice that they deserve, as far as like, hey, I just want to be able to, sign on, game with my community, have a good time, things like that. And unfortunately, because people, you know, like hate groups and stuff like that that target certain individuals, they end up having more of a voice than others. You said the council is just a concept at this point. I mean, they have people listed on the council. They have like who's on there, but that's the thing. I can't even. Some of these people are like Twitch partners, and I can't even message them because I can't log into my account. I can't access those things. I can't report the person that's been doing this. I can't go, hey, you guys, I've been targeted. They've been repeatedly doing this as a means to harass me. Like, what can we do? Like, it ends up being where like you don't have a voice. I do know what, see, here's the thing though. I do know who he is and where he is because he was, I don't know why it is that people involved with hate groups are some of the most unintelligent individuals, which I'm sure that's probably why they were steered towards hate groups. But he messaged me from a social media platform that had his full first and last name and said exactly where he lived. So I do know who he is. I do know where he is. I do know what he does for a living, and that is why I was able to submit a police report. So, is there anything that the viewers or other users can do? Honestly, the only thing I would say at this point is if you want to, or if you can, or if you want to see certain changes enacted, is, you know, if you go to Twitch and you go under resources, there's you can either go to Twitch user voice, and in some of the forums you can be like, hey, I've seen a lot of people being targeted and like having false reports filed, and every time it's like a tick on their account, and then it leads to them being permabanned, and it's like guilty until proven innocent, and then they never remove when they go, oh, this person never violated our guidelines, we're gonna remove this, but they don't. So then it ends up being where if anytime someone files a false report, it goes immediately to an indefinite ban. And that's not okay because what you're saying is we want hate groups to be on the site and we want them to have an ability to file a false report without repercussion, and we want the streamer to be the one that suffers, whether it be because they're a person of color, whether it be because they are a female or male, whether it be because they identify as female as male, whether it be, you know, any of those above things. Like, if they really want to create an inclusive, safe, healthy community, they need to start taking power away from these hate groups and people that are targeting streamers simply based on their on their gender, on their color, on their sexual orientation, things like that. They need to go, okay, what can we do and implement to make this better, to make this safer? And I'm hoping that that comes in the future. I hope that that's something that they start to acknowledge and start to like go, hey, we really need to do this, and this is something we need even to, you know, talk to our shareholders about. Like, eventually this could be problematic. Like, we're losing revenue by losing these streamers that have like a solid background. And I get that, like, yes, okay, I'm not a multi-million-dollar streamer. They're probably like, okay, this is chump change, but it was earning enough that it would at least cover like one employee's like monthly salary, and that in itself is taking away, like, that's more money out of your pocket. And when you add that up to how many streamers this is affecting, that eats at revenue. And if they would simply do something to fix that or correct it, it's something that would benefit everyone, both the community there and those that are invested in the site. They really do. They need to do an overhaul of the ban appeals, because the thing is that, you know, you guys are the first ones to see it. There's people out there, you know, there's, unfortunately, there's women that'll be like, oh, this happened to me, and it never did, but they want the attention, or they want, you know, they have something going on in their head that, and some demons they gotta work through, or they are trying to get clout, or whatever, and they're filing his false reports, and you guys are like, oh man, it's so unfair, it's so unfair. The same thing is happening to women and to people of color and stuff on Twitch, because they're allowing these groups to go, oh hey, all it takes is one person, all it takes is one person reporting this, or this and that, and then they brag about it, they boast about it, but then that streamer that's being targeted has no way of getting that information out. No, I appreciate it. You know, if you guys want to go onto Twitch user voice and the forums and you want to post something like, hey, what can we do to fix this? What can we do to correct this? Or if you guys want to go to those that are on the Safety Advisory Council and be like, hey, here's something that's going on, and how do we make this better? How do we improve this? How do we like walk forward into the future and make things more inclusive and safe and not allow this to go on in our community? Then that would be great. But that's something that you guys have to want to take the initiative for, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, you guys should go do this, oh you guys should go do this for me. It's something where if you feel strongly about it and you want to take the initiative, absolutely, I appreciate it, I commend it. I think that overall that's going to benefit everyone. But at the same time, like, I can't be like, I can't force your hand, I can't be like, oh yeah, you guys need to do this to really support me. You know, it is what it is. You said don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Oh yeah, that is true. Getting closer to the 1K mark for viewers on here. So if you guys would, you know, give a little thumbsies upsies, that would be great. If not, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's other people live streaming. Have at it. Um, okay, a couple of other things, and then we'll get to Tarkov. One, what in the absolute cluster is going on with people saying that Damar Hamlin is like a body double? Have we come like, have we failed that far as a society? Like, there's people legit out there making these claims. Don't tell me how to live my life, but okay. I'm not telling you how to live your life, damn it. I said if you want to do it. Um, you said 49 shy of 1K. Oh, I know, so close, you guys. Um, but yeah, it's unfortunate with the situation, but man, I can't believe that. That's so nuts. I can't imagine being like so into conspiracy theories that you would sit there and be like, "Oh no, he died and this is a body double and no one possibly like the player for the Bills that had a cardiac event on the field during Monday night was it Monday night or Thursday night football? I can't remember. But yeah, it's insane. Oh, and the stuff that's going on between the mayors of Kansas City. Everyone is a body double. I always hear someone is a clone of a double or something. Well, it's called a doppelganger. That's the thing. People can have a doppelganger. You know when someone's like, "Oh, you look familiar." "Oh, I've seen someone that looks just like you." Or, "Oh, I know someone that you look just." That's what it, like people can be like, "Oh, okay, they look similar." But this is no, this trying to say that someone is like, they're not trying to say they're like a body double or clone. They're trying to say like, "Oh, this person actually died and it's a huge cover up conspiracy." That's ridiculous. You're like, oh, I remember, yeah. But yeah, there has been some stuff going on between the Kansas City mayor and the Cincinnati mayor. Oh, it's a crap show. It's if that's not like the epitome of like idiocracy, I don't know what is. It's terrible. It's terrible. Watching two old dudes like try to sling shade back and forth. It's disturbing to watch. It's highly disturbing to watch. You get Ryan Reynolds all the time. It's weird. How is that weird? That's a compliment. If people are telling you you look like Ryan Reynolds all the time, then that's a compliment. I would take the compliment. I mean, it could be worse. Someone could be like, "Oh, you look like the chicks from that show White Chicks," and then be like, "Oh, so I look like a guy that's dressed up like a girl? Thanks." What does skin color have to do with it though? You can have like facial features and characteristics that are similar to someone. Just because they're not the same race doesn't mean you can't look similar to them. You watch a great reality show, that's the show to watch. Which one? The doppelganger one? I think I've seen clips from that. What's up, clowns? What's going on? Oh, that's not what I want. The mayor's going back and forth. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, what? Man, that's just so. I don't even. What was it? Let me. I don't want to like misquote this real quick. What do you say? I don't want to just like paraphrase. I have to quote this like verbatim. Maybe he deleted it. Oh no, here it is. So the mayor for Kansas City responds to this little kind of uh so the Cincinnati mayor put together kind of like this little skit, to try to be funny and cute. And I guess, some people called it corny, some people call it weak and embarrassing and stuff, which I think he was just trying to have fun. But it got taken like way out of context by Kansas City because apparently I don't have sense of humor. And he goes, no need to respond. Kansas City's got class. Cincinnati has Jerry Springer and no rings. What? First of all, you just said no need to respond while tagging and responding back to it. And then you're like, Kansas City's got class. Cincinnati has Jerry Springer. What the? Was Jerry Springer filmed there, or was he just like? Did he just live there at some point, or was he like born there? Is that really supposed to be like? Is that the smoke that you're coming with? Like what the fuck? No, I mean I look. All I would like to know is what Britt Reed, the former assistant head coach and son of Andy Reid, what his class level, I mean, blood alcohol level was when he hit and almost killed but forever disabled that little girl. How much class did he have in his system when he did that? Okay, I mean, well, considering that neither one of these mayors are Caucasian, that wouldn't probably be appropriate. Yeah. All I know is it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Neither one of them. Neither they just both need to shut up. It's ridiculous at this point. I've determined that like after a certain age, I think people just either lose their sense of humor or they just don't have that fire anymore. I don't know. All right, but let's hop into this. What are we gonna? What map we doing? Woods. You said -0. I'm just. How can you call an entire city classless because a mayor put together a funny little skit? Like, okay, maybe it was like corny, it was cheesy, but why even respond to it at that point? And why respond to it by saying this doesn't merit a response? You're responding to it. Oh my god, I can't. I can't. These people were elected. Oh, let me get my over here. No. Oh, I need to make this smaller. Bye bye. Let's get the game a real. No, I haven't yet because I don't think all the episodes are out yet. And I prefer to binge watch, so yeah, until all the episodes are out, I won't. So don't spoil it for me. Don't do it. Although I have seen the trailer for the new D&D movie, and I gotta say, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I really don't. I'm so sick and tired of Hollywood creating. They bring people onto the writers, like into the writers room and onto the writing staff that have never like played a game of D&D in their life. They have never even read one single like sword and sorcery book in their life. They've never played a video game in their life. Like, and I'm like, why? Like, if you're gonna have like a show where it's, people of color, I would want those that are writing for them to be people of color because I would want it to be authentic. I would want it to be where those that are portraying that to have like a true voice. And the same kind of thing goes for like movies like this. If you're gonna have people writing, I want them to be nerdy as shit. Like, I want them to collectively form Voltron, but that Voltron be like a giant neck beard. Like, it needs to be a group of like super nerdy people that understand the game or at least the concept, or like, okay, maybe they're more of like a Pathfinder fan, maybe they like Warhammer or Call of Cthulhu, but I mean, someone that has some TTRPG experience. I have not. You said makes sense, lips are sealed. That movie, and it does. It looks like pure garbage. It really does. It looks like over the top, cheesy lines. I don't like the casting. That main actor that they got, the one that was in the Star Trek movies, he always looks so depressed. Like, it's depressing watching him. I don't want to go watch a movie where I'm depressed as shit. Yeah, and higher right, and that's Blue DeMaio got the short end of the stick. He got really screwed over. He got pushed out, and Blue DeMaio was the only, like, and not for D&D, but for like The Witcher. He was the only one that played video games, that read fantasy novels, all that stuff. And what did they do? They pushed him out, and why? Because he was like, "Hey, in my experience, here's my opinion," and they're like, "Oh, you're a misogynist. You have to go." Like, he was a gay black man and he didn't agree with the white 50-year-old showrunners, so they booted him. Like, the most ridiculous crap. He said he's an alcoholic. I thought he used to struggle. Just because someone used to struggle with something doesn't mean that they still are. Being an alcoholic and being a former alcoholic are two totally different things. People do have the propensity and the capability and chance to redeem themselves and recover. I absolutely believe in it. So, but yeah, he does look like he's been through the ringer all the time. Like, he looks depressed. I don't know. Maybe if he started drinking again, he wouldn't look so depressed. That's okay. I'm just kidding. Everyone settle down. Settle your panties. He said no, he is. But how do you know? I feel like that's so unfair. Be like, no, he is. He still is. How do you know? Like, have you been walking behind him and like hearing his pockets slosh recently or what? Like, I mean, oh, speaking of pocket sloshing, did you see that there's a huge lawsuit against Fireball right now? Like, Fireball whiskey. So get this. I don't know why it took this long for someone to figure it out, but much like how a lot of products are getting slammed now for false advertisement. So, you know, like the little one shots, like the little minis that you can get at a grocery store of Fireball cinnamon, contains absolutely no whiskey, not a drop. If you look at the ingredients, it's like malted beverages, wine, like stuff like that. There's not a drop of whiskey in there. Yeah, no, I was banned from Twitch because the person that's been sending me death threats about cutting off my head filed a false report against me, so I'm still banned from that. Closest I can find is him pleading guilty. Yeah, I mean 2014, that's a long ass time ago. I mean, not to say that I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know his life. Maybe he's still drinking. Oh, yes, I got some of my stuff back. Excellent. Of course, there's no ammo. I mean, I wish, I just look, I want everything. Oh, wait, and this is a 3 slaughter. Okay, we'll put you here. You go there. Fair enough. Sorry about that. It's all good. It is what it is. You know, I've filed my appeal. All I can do is sit and wait for someone in their like team of 3 to finally get to it, like a year from now. Um, you said no wonder I don't like it. Yeah, like isn't that crazy? You know, that's what I was talking about earlier, dude, is unfortunately, we live in a society now where you are guilty until proven innocent, and sadly, the way that the community is set up and designed right now, if one person reports you, they hold all the power, and you are guilty until proven innocent, and you have to wait that out. Like, you have to face the repercussions of that, even though you have all this evidence of this person messaging you, threatening to cut off your head, threatening to come to your bedroom, threatening to you know, that they're bragging about how they got you banned and how you don't deserve to be on there because you're female and stuff. But you can't even submit that with your appeal because there is no place to attach documents to your appeal, including a police report. You're jealous your gaming computer isn't. Man, it'll come together in time. What do you have done so far? 9 years, but his reasoning was alcohol is predictable and you can know your limits with it. Alcohol is never predictable and you cannot know your limits with it. That is the sweet summer child. That is the dumbest of dumb. That's that's actually spoken like someone that's never drank before. Like, oh, alcohol is predictable. I mean, maybe at a certain point, if you're an alcoholic, you know kind of what your limit is. But for the most part, you get one like good shot or something like that. You can go immediately from, oh, I'm fine, or I think I'm fine, to, oh wow, that hit me. That's ridiculous. He said it's like arresting the homeowner when he's the one that got robbed. It's that exactly what it's like. His words. No, no, no. I know it's his words, but it's insane. Like that's, oh God. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a judge. I couldn't listen to that. I would literally sit there in my robe and tell people how dumb they are all day. If you were a judge, like would you like freeball it under the robe, or would you wear something? You're waiting for hard drives, fans, and graphics. I'm waiting for fans for mine, dude. I understand. Hard drives, that one won't be too crazy. The graphics card, that's gonna be the fun one. What kind of graphics card are you looking to get? Oh, my poor bald baby. At least I got my gun back. I'm stoked. I don't care. It's a piece of shit, but it's my piece of shit. You would free. I just imagine like a judge finally losing their composure during a case and like standing up and like using their goods to like like a gavel. Order. Or, like, just... Uh, best of luck. Hope to see you back in. Who knows? Maybe one day. I just hope that eventually they fix the system where people that are being targeted based on, you know, gender or race or sexual orientation have an opportunity to continue to stream and not be presumed to be guilty instead of innocent. And then they look over who's reporting, if they filed false reports in the past, if this person, like, if they had just looked at that person's recent Twitch stream, their entire recent stream was like this cluster of, even the titles were like, get SLUTS off Twitch, get SKNKS off Twitch, like, you know, no more females onto, like, why would you take that person's word over someone streaming that didn't do anything? But you know what? It is what it is. Hard drive's not entirely necessary. What do you mean hard drive is not entirely necessary? Crazy. What rig am I gonna run today? You're waiting for the NVIDIA, the RTX 3080. That's a nice graphics card, dude. That'll be a solid build. What kind of hard drives are, what kind of storage space you running? I don't want to take my good gear out today, but I really need, like, I want to find, I want my sledgehammer. People's job anything. I don't think it's even that. I think that it's sad to say I don't like bringing this name up. I absolutely despise and detest it. But I think that there are a lot of people that follow Andrew Tate. And I think that those groups are migrating over to Twitch, where they have a lot of support from Aiden Ross, who is the biggest hypocrite and the biggest freaking loser on the planet, who's this wannabe Andrew Tate. Like, I think that they listen to them and they go, oh, that's what's causing me to not get views. It's not the hate and vitriol I spew or my weird streams or my off hours or my lack of commitment to gaming and stuff. It's the fact that someone is wearing a tank top and pants and that's distracting and that's getting all their views. Okay. Okay. You don't have a hard drive in yours and it runs great? I could not do it. No. Nope, couldn't do it. I like my hard drives. Dude, he is the, what's more pathetic is that he's such an Andrew Tate wannabe. Like, for him to call, like, he's one of the only people that's allowed to visit someone that is being investigated by serious international agencies that combat and fight sexual exploitation and sex trafficking, and he's the only one. He still supports them, and yet Twitch allows him to stream. Well, no, I was talking about like Aiden Ross and stuff, and why I think that there's a growing amount of these fake reports being filed against female streamers is because a guy takes one look at a chick, she's wearing a tank top and pants, but because she's not completely covered and she's not, like, you know, wearing like a trash bag or her grandmother's sweater, they're like, oh, this person is a WHORE, and they file a fake report. They file multiple reports, and then they get them banned, and then they go online on Twitch bans, and in the comments they celebrate it. They talk about, yeah, I finally got this, you know, SKNKS off Twitch, and it's like, I was playing SnowRunner in a Target tank top and sweatpants. What did I do to offend you? You know, the thing that's crazy though is that people are failing to acknowledge that a lot of sex trafficking that occurs is when, okay, so much like grooming, like child grooming, like where when a kid ages out, so to say, of a predator's preferred age limit, what they'll do is they take all this time as they're exploiting them and using them and all that and doing horrific things to them to teach them or instill in them that what they're doing is okay, and that eventually they will need to help them. And what they do is they get these kids that have aged out of their preference to go and find other victims. It happens quite frequently. You see it very often. And they will go and they will bring back other kids to be used. And this happens in sex trafficking as well, where men will, once they are done exploiting a female and she ages out, by that time they see, oh, well, this is how I have to earn my money and my living. They are so groomed, they are so manipulated and all of that, that they start, a vast majority actually of sex trafficking are former victims, former female victims that now go and get new victims. It was the Target tank top. You have 3 tier as of right now. Nice, dude. Yeah, and so for them to get caught with those other females is not completely if anything, that just shows that that's truly what they were doing, in my opinion. Because I've seen that. I've volunteered with certain services and agencies and stuff like that that work to combat that, and it's very frequent that that occurs. I wouldn't be surprised if there have been threats, money, other things that have been utilized to try to silence other victims. That's typically how it goes. But I do think that that influence um, has unfortunately bled over to some people, and they're, targeting certain people and being ridiculous and stupid. Oh, I need to reload this. It is how they keep the cycle going. It's something that you see in child sex trafficking. It's something that you see in sex trafficking too. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Is they manipulate the victims into thinking, oh, this is normal, this is healthy, this is how the world works, there's nothing wrong with this. And then when that person ages out, whether it be like a child that's been victimized and abused for years, or a female that has been victimized and abused for years, what they do is they eventually, they are so deep in the system, they're so groomed, they're so manipulated at that point that that's all they know, and then they end up bringing, new victims in. Oh, he's the one that's trafficking. Now whether or not he got certain things started based on connections of his, I'm not sure, but I since the females that were arrested with him, one of the, I believe one or both of them are former girlfriends, and it's not uncommon for, and one of them that was arrested was like 15 when her and Andrew Tate started dating, 15 or 16, and once she turned like 25, I think is when she started, or 20 something, like, is when she started um being the one to go and get new recruit for him. So I think that both of the girls are actually exploiting, like, finding new victims, exploiting them, bringing them to Tate and stuff like that. But he is absolutely the one that's helping to organize a lot of it, in my opinion, from things that I've seen. Because that's exactly how they do it. It's to a T how it's done. The women will be put in a position where they have no control over their finances, their living situation. They will be coerced and pushed. And you know what? I hate to say it, but people always want to think that women are these like motherly, emotional, like caring, compassionate, creatures, but there's some power hungry, money hungry, evil women out there, and they lack just as much empathy as another person, and they will 100%. I mean, think about it. That chick, I mean, that was helping to recruit some of these women, like, she she didn't care. She was suntanning her bum on a yacht. She's like, I don't care that these people are getting victimized and they don't get any money. They're being forced to do this, this and that. Like, I don't care that I'm the one responsible. Like, she just cared about getting her bag. That's it. Yeah, that is part of the reason why they either fly them away from home or coerce them. However, it looks in this case that they were specifically targeting Romanian civilians, Slavic females that were between the ages of like 15, 16. What do you mean it seems the most thin? What do you mean you think it was a setup? How is it a setup? Believe it or not, like where he's at, they have some of the toughest laws in regards to toughest laws in regards to protecting people that are accused of these things. So it usually benefits the accused more than the accusee. So for him to be in the situation he is in now, they have stuff on him and they don't want it. You guys sound like a bunch of conspiracy theorists. Oh, mafia in the country, they would kill him if he got in the way. Well, he also has an immense amount of security. He has backers financially from other countries. I mean, what if it was not Romania? I would say he was guilty. Wait, why does you realize that like US agencies were working in tandem with them? Like, what is Romania? Romania has some of the they don't have the best track records for advocating for victims. You know how many like how many countless like sexual assaults go like uninvestigated and stuff in the country? Like that place is a hotbed for that kind of activity. You have it backwards. You have it completely backwards. Okay, well, if you want to support Andrew Tate, then I would kindly ask you to just like piss off my channel right now because it seems as though there's a high lack of um investigation or any kind of self-research into how the amount of sexual assault, sex trafficking, and things that go on in that country. It's not just about proof, it's about getting victims to like stick up for themselves. It's about getting women to not feel so intimidated and terrified and to not be threatened to the point where they want to retract their stories. It wasn't the pizza box. It had nothing to do with that. They knew exactly where he was. It's that whole thing was dumb. That whole thing was dumb. And who goes like, I'm sorry, but what kind of small D energy do you have to be like, yeah, I'm gonna pick on this like autistic teenager. Like, okay, okay, cool, good for you. I'm glad that that made you feel like a real man. Oh, that's ridiculous. It's just, I mean, it's funny that he's like, oh, you can get away with anything here. You can do anything you want. But then the second the system doesn't agree with him or goes, you know what, we're not going to allow this kind of thing to occur in our country and we're going to investigate this. Like, it's like, oh, it's injustice. But like, didn't you just say that this would never happen to you and that this was the perfect country to do this in? And now when you're not above the law, you're screaming that it's just like this huge conspiracy. Yes, I forgot. But that's the thing, y'all. That's the thing that you're not realizing. Some of the things that have leaked from the case are the fact that the girls that were coerced to go there and to, oh, this is how we're gonna get rich together or whatever. The girls that were coerced into being there and then pushed into webcamming, they did not receive a single dime from him. So all of a majority of those cars are from fraudulent activities. Like he literally was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna lie to you. I'm gonna bring you in here. I'm going to force you to do like sex work, and I'm gonna take all of your money so that you never have a way out. That's that's exactly what pimping is. Pimps will take a girl and they will take their driver's license, they will take their money, they will do all this stuff, and they will make it where that person is forever indebted and they're in a cycle of trafficking. It's yeah, it's and that's what they do. And I do think that some of those women that were arrested with them were complicit in it. I think that they helped lure some of the females there. I really do. Because that's just how it works. That's how the entire industry works. I'm so sick of like seeing streamers though that have absolutely no experience, whether it be in any kind of like counseling, any kind of law enforcement, any kind of experience whatsoever in sex trafficking, and they're like, oh, well, I Googled this, so it means that this is. No, you are not a freaking private eye. You are not a detective. You are not Scruff McGruff, okay? Like, it's, you got Scooby Doo and the gang online, like, oh, this is exactly how it went down because I Googled this document. But do you, like, I wish some of these streamers would go to like a law enforcement agency and they would talk to someone, or they would talk to a former victim of sex trafficking, and they would have these like sit downs with them and go, oh, so this is how it was for you, this is some of the same, like this is like a similar technique, this is how this goes, oh, so this is how they operate. You got people over here thinking that they are like this wealth of knowledge and they understand the system because they Googled something or they read something. Like, really? Okay, okay. Remind me to just Google my doctorate. It's nuts. All right, let me get on this though. It's just ridiculous. Like I'm sick of seeing people like, oh, this is like, this and this is like this. Why? Because you read one Google article? Like, have you interviewed anyone, talked to anyone? Have you even researched like how certain, like what certain policies are, what the law is over, like, no. Good old internet doctor. Let me just watch this YouTube of how to amputate your leg and we'll be solid. I'm just gonna start doing some plastic surgery out of my garage. He said those people crack you up, zero experience, they have all the answers. You can't help but laugh about it because they don't know. They really don't know. Like, if you've never ever been in any kind of agency, any kind of volunteer work, any kind of counseling, any kind of like any support for like, victims, for how the system works, how that stuff goes down. If you don't know, like, you can't just be out there like, oh no, this happens because I think that because the US justice system is like this, that it must be similar there. You don't know. Like, have you even like oh, it's ridiculous. The stupidity. Another mag. Oh, so I sold the majority of my money, or I sold the majority of my stuff and got rid of a lot of my money to get the scav junk box. I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, no, it is true. They're like, oh, this streamer that has absolutely zero experience, they have no college degree, they've never been to a foreign country, they are not familiar with our own laws, let alone the laws of another country, but let's listen to them and their opinion on the matter. Like, it's obnoxious. It really is. Like I said earlier, it's like me imagine if I put like a docu-series on how to speak Portuguese. I don't, by the way. Or what if I put together a documentary of what it's like growing up with male anatomy? Like, would y'all want to watch it? Do you think that you would get some really solid insight on that? Because I don't know crap about any of that. I mean, it's it's the equivalent of that. Like, yes, let me put together an informational video about how to fight with a kukuri. I mean, it worked for Steven Seagal, so yeah. A lot of them never left their neighborhood. I know, no, a lot of them don't leave their house. You would watch it just to see how. A few laughs most likely. But that's the thing. Like if you're watching any of those streamers talk about like, oh, this is what I speculate is gonna happen because, I have no background in foreign law or any kind of, sex trafficking, law enforcement, how any of it works. But I want you to come to my channel and listen to me and take all of it. Like unless you're laughing at it, like there's no point. There's no point in taking it seriously. Should I take my I don't know. You think I'll need a sweater? I'm gonna do a scav run actually real quick and see what this sounds like. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear it because I don't think I changed the mic over, so hold on. Actually, can y'all hear any of the in-game whatsoever right now? Let me handle that real quick. Take this sweater. Always take a sweater. Yes, no, maybe so. God, don't answer me then. Damn it. OBS. I need to get different sized ear ear covers because my ear hole is too tiny. It's too tight. I need to. Oh, okay, bye. Have a good workout. I guess we'll just do a scav run real quick. If you can't hear the audio, then it is what it is. Which kind of defeats the purpose because I'm like, oh, they fixed the audio. But you know what? We're just gonna do it. This is why I gotta stop messing with stuff. Do you think that there would be a double standard if like females did it? Because you know that guys in the adult industry actually earn more than women. Like male performers, especially that do male and male content or content driven towards men, actually earn a significant amount more than females. So it's like if a female went and they coerced men to live with her and didn't pay them but forced them to do webcam stuff, like, do you think that like there would be a fair shake on that? I think, I mean, obviously there should, but I think that they would get busted like that. There you go there. Scab, scab. Oh, we are not doing lab, no. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, no. Got my map genie up. I still need it. Who else is here? Oh no, I do not want to play with you guys. Spooky Woods? Why would it be Spooky Woods? Oh, hola Gustavo. Wait, that's not the mag that I currently need, is it? Oh, I can't tell. No, is that the 45 round one? Or the six? Is that the... Man, please don't. It's very big. So I know it's big. I need to get a posture collar because I've noticed I can't even post some of the gameplay I've done recently because my shoulders are all hunched over. I'm like, are you happy to hear it? It has outperformed all of Disney's Marvel content. Wait, what has? Where am I? Oh, am I by Eastern Rocks? I think I am. Where's my extracts? I didn't pay attention. Boat? Dead Man's Place? Scav Bunker. Surely it can't be... well... Well, shit. Okay, that's middle of the map, because that's Mountain Stash, I believe. I gotta be over by Eastern Rocks. Okay, maybe I can make it up to Sawmill, but I don't think bridges, or not bridge, but I guess I could try to make it over to... Oh, but I gotta go to Dead Man's. You know what? I'm gonna go over there. Screw it. We'll hope for a better spawn maybe later. Oh, my dude does seem, I mean, the sound does seem a bit better. Oh, The Boys, yeah. I do love that show. I love the comic, and it's quite dark. Like I said, I'm really surprised by just like how much they were able to pull off similar, or that's like akin to the comic series. Oh, oh shoot. Oh, what are they even shooting at? Scav? I'm not a scav. I just wore my dirty pants. Oh, hi, box. What's up? I have toilet paper. I have to extract. I need this. I need this so bad. I don't even care what's. Oh, actually, I do care. Okay, we're taking it. Oh, I need this toilet paper so bad. Where's okay? I need to get to. I'm sorry, guys. I know, like, I want to be a little loot monster, but I've needed toilet paper for so long. Okay, there's military. So I need to go around the water and try to get to the boat or Dead Man's. Which is fine, because that kind of keeps me away from some of the action over at, like, Scav Town and Abandoned. Just please no one pick me off. And I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna get shot right in the fucking head as I do. Quick, I'm a bush. You can't see me. Yeah, in the comics, some really dark stuff happens, but they were able to, like, really encompass a lot of that. Alright, dude, come on, you're getting there. I have never been so, like, you would you would think it was like the pandemic all over again, how excited I am about toilet paper. Faster. That's not six. Oh my god. Sparky. I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna get smoked. Like, I just know it. I'm gonna get so close and I'm gonna get smoked. Alright, look both ways before crossing the street, kids. Ah! Okay. Oh, the wiggle. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. He could have just completely snowed me. Oh. Okay. You know what? We're gonna grow a pair of testicles here, and we're just gonna... We're gonna run. Oh, wait. Is that coming? I don't think that's coming from lumber mill. Run! Run. I don't even. Like every turtle, like I guess I mean they really have fixed the audio up a bit, so that's good. Makes things so much better. Oh, I thought dead. Oh wait, no, dead man's not here yet. Damn, I have to go past the boat. I thought I did go past the boat. Eh? No, no. I think it's a little further ahead. Yeah, it is because that's the boat. I'm not exiting right there though. That's too scary. Save me, tree. Thank you, Mother Nature. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Pudgy Pavlov's gonna pick my head off from the probably. Oh wait, no, don't extract me yet. No. Search. What do you have? What do you have? No? No! Oh wait, no, you didn't have anything. We're fine. Pudgy Pav. I'm so happy I got toilet paper. I don't even care. I don't even care. Put it in my gosh darn scabby box now. So many resources. I needed those screws too, so that's good. What else do I need now for my lavatory? I got soap. Oh, I think I have enough to unlock it. We shall see. This. Let's see. We got this. What else we got? Might be time for a little bagception here in a second. Oh man. I'll put you in there. Off you go. Stupid ass merch. Were you able to get to hear the audio, by the way? Oh, come on. Lord. Oh, I still need that gosh darn owl. Dang it. I will find you. I will unlock my bathroom if it's the last thing I do. How is my PNC supposed to get pretty in the morning without their bathroom? This is essential. So close. So close. Okay, I need a syringe. And I need an owl. Soon. I also need a sledgehammer, but that's besides the point. Alright, what we got here? We may have to do a customs run here in a minute. What do you want from me, therapist? I know you still want your silly wuss. Oh no, we are not doing streets. You can handle that yourself, therapist. Always hit me up for dirty band-aids and stuff. Gross woman. Anti-fragmentation glasses? Really? Take it. Okay. I'm desperate for money. I'll go to fence. Maybe he'll take my knives. My dirty knives. Speaking of knives, hopefully you guys are stoked about the new Trigun that's coming out soon. I know I'm super excited. I'm slowly getting back up there money-wise after signing my soul away to therapists for that stupid junk box. Well, not necessarily stupid, but I need some more ammo. Oh, I completely forgot about this. I can't even buy it. Dang it, I forgot which backpack I put it in. What the hell is it? Oh my god, where is it? Thank you. Oh, it's only 40 round. Damn it. I need to make some space. Move you down here. Mm. Alright, what's our timer look like? 16 minutes until I can get scabby again, so we'll probably do a PMC run. Maybe on customs? Maybe. I've been doing woods and lighthouse a lot lately, so Let's go back. Maybe I'll get lucky and get maybe I'll get lucky and find me an owl. Piss off, proper. Alright, who we got in here? Cryptic, Big Schlong Dawn. Nice. At least the names aren't as bad as they have been previously. I've gotten some very, we'll just say, creative individuals in the last couple of matches. Waiting to get smoked. Shit, they took the scope off my gun. I didn't even realize. Damn. Oh, I'm real raw dogging this one. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping I get smoked or at least popped in this match because I really want to see what the stamina is like now. Because I mean, it going through and getting like one-shotted and then like not even having like the energy, the stamina to, you know, that survival instinct to make it a couple more steps was frustrating. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've heard good things, so hopefully if my guy gets shot in the leg or something, he can still have the grit and muster in him to make it a couple more steps and find cover. Instead of just like laying down and waiting to die. Oh, I have money on me, so we can do bridge. But where are we? Oh, I was over here earlier. Ew. I'm gonna search this real quick, yeah. Anything good? I have absolutely no idea what this is, and I don't want that shitty ammo. Wait, I thought I grabbed that. I don't know, we'll throw it in there. I sworn I grabbed that. Okay. Alright, I don't want to stick around here too long. It's not worth it. Are we near outskirts? There's the bathrooms. There's the power lines. Are we near CB? I'm trying to remember. Why does that first pop-up always make me jump? The sound has gotten better though. It really has. I think that's why it's a little bit scurry. Not gonna lie, I think I just peed a little bit. I feel like my breathing isn't as loud, which is kind of nice. Even though it sounds like I'm pleasuring myself in the field over here. Well, that's the minefield. She. Oh, we're by Eastern Rocks, aren't we? We sure as heck is, I believe. Where are we by Skyway? Let's see, that's north. Oh, I am super close to minefield. That's north. That's the North Mountain. I think yeah, I gotta be on the left hand side of the map. I was completely turned around. Shut up, fatty. Keep running. Thought I saw movement. Okay, that was really trippy. It'll be a little tiny bit of a glitch, but that's okay. I believe that's lumber mill. Oh, I thought I heard someone. Oh, I'm gonna get completely smoked over here. I know it. 110% guaranteed. Let's see, what's my other extract? Gate. Oh, that's way far. Yeah, we're not doing that. Is that coming from a military camp? Sounds like it. I think so. Ooh. It came from behind. Oh, I can't tell where it's coming from. Oh, fucker. Are they really up there? Damn it. Alright, well, I got. Come on, zig and zag, motherfucker. Yeah, they're up on that rock. Shit. Alright, well, he knows where I am. Run! Don't slow down. Bitch. I've gotta get a little bit farther. Oh, come on, duck, duck. Oh, damn earplug. Alright, I don't need pinballs that bad. We'll take them. Nothing. Oh, I thought he got me. Dude didn't even clip me. And here I was worried. Worried for nothing. Let's see if there's anyone up here. Oh god, I heard something to the right of me. It sounded squishy. Worth it? No, okay, it's not worth it. The beef isn't worth it. I'm gonna get smoked from someone at military camp. That's what happened last time. The UN roadblock that's behind military camp, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's out there in that open field. Oh, Schmillo. What are you? No, I'm so sick of finding gun parts. What? Okay. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna get out. That's all we're going to. Just need the experience points at this point. I'll take it. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'll sell you. You. Okay, guys. Vibe is totally different. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up and call it a day. Anyways, take care. I will live stream some other time. I might live stream in Discord too. Coming up, just FYIs, and do that. So I'll probably do a couple of different like commentary and different kind of streams coming up. Mix things up a little bit. But for now, we've just been trying to level up a little bit with Tarkov, and they made a lot of good improvements. Like the audio is better. I felt like the stamina was better overall too. So that's good. That's good. They're making improvements and stuff. So you guys take care. I will see you another time.